We were pretty excited about the idea of spending our last days in Colombia on an island off the coast of Cartagena. We had spent the past few weeks exploring fascinating cities, beautiful colonial towns, and had tried a lot of delicious dishes involving cheese. But now it was time to relax. First in a laid-back beach town, and then on the most remote island we've ever been to. We feel like we couldn't have picked better places, so we're very happy to share them with you.
Another day, another bus terminal. This time we are in Cartagena and we're leaving Cartagena. We're going to Rincon del Mar. We took a taxi from our hostel that takes 1 hour to this bus terminal.
Then we're going into the bus, which will take us to San Onofre within 1 hour and 40 minutes.
And then we'll take another taxi that takes half an hour.
About half an hour.
To Rincon del Mar.
So it's a bit of a journey.
It's a bit stressful when you arrive here at the bus terminal. You'll get mobbed by a lot of salespeople.
Of course, they already know that where you're going because all the tourists that come here going to Rincon.
Or Santa Marta,
Yeah.
And they will try to sell you any connection except for the one that you actually want.
Yeah, except for the cheapest one.
Just go to the official office and then you can get your tickets. That's what we did.
Well, look at the connections on bus.com or Pinbus, and yeah, then they'll show you the cheapest companies with the big buses.
The car broke down about 5 minutes after we got in.
So as soon as we saw the car, we knew that we might have a problem. And then we tried to get in, but there was only one door that would open. Then we noticed it doesn't seem like the tires have any air in them. So it was a bumpy ride, but we thought, okay, every meter counts. Let's get us to Rincon. But we were talking about it in the car that it doesn't sound good. Like the car was very loud from the beginning, made weird noises, and yeah, now it just broke down. And yeah, we're still 25 minutes away from Rincon, so we're continuing our journey.
I believe in it.
Blessed.
So yes, the last part of getting to Rincon del Mar is a little bit of a hassle, but
only if you don't go with the right guy.
Yeah. I mean, right when you get out of the bus, you will find lots of people who will want to take you to Rincon del Mar.
They basically won't let you go.
Yes. And also we didn't have any other place to go, so you're pretty much stuck with the offers you get there. We had some guys with motor taxis, and then we had this one guy with probably the worst car to have ever, driven on this planet.
We didn't know that as we accepted his offer.
We got to our destination. And now we're very happy because now we've got food and the beach. It's warm.
All worth it.
It was definitely worth it.
Way less tourists here in Rincon del Mar than we suspected. It's cool. I mean, that's not that much to do here, I feel like, which is the case for most beach towns. But here there's really not much to do.
It's nice coming to Rincon del Mar, especially from Cartagena, which can feel very much impacted by over-tourism. I mean, if you're there on a weekend, it's gonna be so full. But here in Rincon del Mar, it feels very local. Tourism is definitely here, but there aren't any giant resorts or skyscrapers, and it all just feels very relaxed. Are you happy?
Very happy.
today we want to go one step further into the ocean. It's probably hard to see on camera, but right here there's an island called Tintipan, and that's where we're going today.
Bye, Rincon. It's been a pleasure. But we still had a great time here. I think this is a really, really cool place.
Yeah, it is.
The vibe is just very nice. It's a very cheerful but relaxed vibe at the same time, I think. You read different things about these boat rides to and from the island. I think this one, because it's only half an hour, because Rincon is one of the places that is closest to the islands. I think this one's gonna be fine, but the way back to Cartagena is gonna be 2 hours, and yeah, you read different things. I think it depends on the weather a lot, but it can get bumpy. Stranded on a tiny, very populated island.
I think it's the most densely populated place in the world or something like that.
World, really?
Well,
Maybe it's
something
South
like.
America?
I don't know. We'll have. Yeah.
Well,
We didn't really plan on stopping here.
No, we thought this was a transport to our hotel, this boat, but apparently it's a tour boat, and now we're part of the tour group. It's called Santa Cruz del Ilote. It's kind of cool to see, but at the same time, we thought this was a half an hour boat ride to our accommodation, but instead
It's gonna be like a 4 or 5 hour tour.
other people also pay to go on this tour, and it's probably nice. It's just not what we expected.
Welcome to
What do you want to say?
Isla Tintipan.
It's amazing here. Even in the bathroom, when you look out the window, you only see palm trees. And in the bedroom, you only see the ocean, some boats like passing by.
I mean, this is a small paradise island.
This is the perfect place to relax for 3 more days before we fly into cold Germany and have to work again.
So here we only have 3 rooms. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. So it's a very intimate accommodation, I think, and you can get to know all the people that live here. We've got a chill area here as well. This is super nice. I mean, this is pretty much the perfect place to hang out at. And look at this view. So let's go on a little tour of this place, and I just met a really good tour guide.
So this area is where we have our lunch.
We're not the best of friends with this dog, I think.
Yeah, I think it's because we stole his lounger. Well, he was sitting beneath it, and he could have stayed there, but I would have allowed him to.
You can also rent these kayaks or stand-up paddles here for free. You can take these kayaks around the whole island, in theory, which takes around 3 hours, which is just enough time for me to burn up into a little piece of jerky, I think. Yeah, so the really cool thing is that you've got the beach on one side of this accommodation, and then you can take this long path, it's not that long actually, through the mangroves to the other side. And then here we've also got 2 additional lounges that are nice in the evening, because in the evening
You can see the stars above you, and they're very clear because there's no light pollution here. And then down in the water, you can see bioluminescent plankton. I mean, we tried it yesterday. We took the paddle from the SUVs and we tried to engage it because you can't see it when there's no movement in the water. And it kind of worked. There were some sparks and you could see the light where the paddle was.
It's like glitter in the water.
Yeah, it was like glitter. I think there are places that you can see even more of it, or maybe some techniques. We don't know. But it was cool.
And also from here you can see the sunset, which is what I actually wanted to say.
Oh yeah, you can also see the sunset.
Because
and you can take the kayaks out or the SUPs and ride into the sunset. And there are big fish here as well. I guess this is the spot to snorkel. Guess who's gonna attempt to snorkel in the mangroves? Actually, not even snorkeling. We have these swimming goggles.
The question
Someone's
is,
very worried about the sun.
Yeah, well, the sun and also the mangroves are kinda disgusting. In a way, you know.
You gonna come in or what? Well, that wasn't very successful. The only thing we saw was a jellyfish, so we got out immediately.
Quite the adventurers.
Much better here.
Yeah, so much better. I mean, this is like a very warm bathtub. So yeah, all in all, this really is the perfect accommodation to relax at the beach, have some activities to do like going out with the kayaks or stand-up paddles, walking through the mangroves, petting a dog if it doesn't hate you like it does us.
But I think it's good that there's not too much to do because you basically don't have a choice. You have to relax.
Yeah, which is good for us because we would also be tempted to, you know, not spend as much time here in the accommodation.
It feels like you're stranded on a deserted island.
And the food here has been really good as well. Some of the best food we've had here in Colombia. Lots of fish.
Yeah, you can see the fishermen arriving here and bringing the fish and then haggling and then buying some kilos of fresh fish.
It's as fresh as it gets.
Yeah, and you can taste it.
It's sunset time now, so that means off to the mangroves we go. It just looks so pretty.
Last day. I don't want it to end. I don't want this whole trip to end, but I specifically don't want our time right here to end. This is how I like my mornings. Fresh cup of coffee, pancakes, watermelon juice, and a sea view. Easy.
It's very easy to please her.
Very easy to please, yeah.
Time to leave.
Yeah. But it was amazing.